Just a friendly reminder to stop trying to make other people happy. For a lot of people, nothing's ever going to be good enough for them. And to be honest, this can be very disheartening for a lot of adults because things that you want to do, people are just going to pick out anything they don't like about it and criticize you for it. People don't care enough about actually engaging with you to be able to acknowledge if their criticisms of you are even actually accurate to begin with. Take me, for example. I've written 3 books and sold maybe a total of 25 to 30 copies. Everybody who has a copy are friends and family, pretty much. I don't know of any stranger or anybody outside of my immediate field of people to have even bought these books. Tried to go on YouTube to advertise them, didn't really get a whole lot of views, didn't get really a whole lot of attention or anything like that. Now, I can't afford an editor, and I can't afford to go through a publisher, and I can't afford the very expensive and laborious process of making sure that these books are the same speed as the ones that you might find on the shelves. It's very hard for me because a lot of times, when I read, I struggle to proofread things, especially when you have over 200 pages. It gets pretty hard, and a lot of times you don't really have the best versions of what you could write. Things can still be improved upon, but a lot of the mistakes get lost in the details. No matter how much work I put into these books, there's always going to be somebody who's going to look at me and say, hey, there's spelling errors here. Hey, this sentence sounds a little stupid. Hey, this, hey, that. Very few people who have actually bought my books have even bothered to read them. And very few people that have actually read my books had anything to say about anything that I had to say about anything. They could only focus on whatever minor grammar mistakes I made or whatever confusingly worded sentences I had that could have maybe been phrased a little bit better. This is the same thing for your political opinions, anything that you want to say out in public. Even when I was playing guitar and I wanted to play music, any mistake that I make on a guitar, that's like the one thing that people can focus on. What very few people, out of all the people that have read my books, I've had 2 people that have gotten back with me and said that they actually really appreciate what I wrote. One of them said, I know that you had some grammatical mistakes, but I really appreciated when you said X. It basically had to do with how you treat people and basically approaching people with a certain level of humanity to be able to avoid future conflict, something like that. And my fiance, who was one of the only people that read my most recent book, who said that my criticisms of the workplace, particularly my old job, were pretty accurate, and she believed that a lot of people who read it would probably be able to at least somewhat resonate with some of the things that I said. As somebody who's trying to challenge himself mentally and think a little bit deeper and delve into topics that are probably outside of my mental capacity, it's disappointing because I'm trying to communicate these ideas with people who are just too superficial to understand it.